I've been out this morning supporting local health workers who are taking action in support of their pay claim. Outrageously, these workers have either had to take a 1% increase, but that isn't guaranteed because that only applies to those who aren't getting some other form of increase. So effectively, NHS workers have been asked to take a pay cut. Worse than that, in Stroud, we've just had news that 16 beds are being cut out of Stroud Hospital. That is really damaging to our local health service. It means that people will either get stuck in Gloucestershire Royal and Cheltenham General, or more particularly they'll end up being pushed into the care sector before they've had any chance to recover from operations or just the need to have some tender loving care. So again, that's very bad news. And what we hear now is the government on the back of the Ebola worry is talking about using the 111 service. Sadly, the 111 service in this part of the world is yet to function properly. There's still arguments about the privatisation through Harmony and the way in which it's being supported by the ambulance service unduly. So again, it's an example of how contracting just doesn't work. So together we have some quite difficult stories about our NHS. I'd like to believe the Tories when they say our NHS is not for sale, but in reality they're already selling it. They've sold the 111 service, they've sold the hospital transport service. We still don't know the outcome of the out of hours service, which contract has been held secretly, confidentially, no idea exactly what the process is, but we will learn sometime over the next week or so who is the lucky winner of that particular contract. So only Labour can defend the NHS. We've got to put the NHS back together, we've got to stop some of the damage that's been done, and we've got to pay our nurses, our doctors and our ancillary staff decent money so that we don't end up losing 16 beds at Stroud Hospital, entirely a result of the cuts and of the inability to attract staff. So let's vote Labour in the 2015 election, because that is the only way that our NHS will be safe.